Hey guys, what's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central Man here. So this is on Central Man Sports, and instead of doing like an audio video, me talking behind, like, the image, recorded, I'm just doing a live stream instead, and got me thinking. I just come up with this idea, and I was like this story's about nearly like a week ago, but anyway, got me an idea to react to this certain big YouTuber, footballing YouTuber, is claiming that a football player is going to one of the biggest clubs in the whole wide world, known as Real Madrid, and he's a traitor. It's like, traitor? Yeah, I'm referring to, Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to leave Liverpool and going to Real Madrid this summer. And now you got you got the people out there claiming, like, dubbing him, or really like branding him as a traitor, or labeling him as a traitor because he's going to the biggest club in the world. He is, won everything he could at Liverpool, and he's going to go win more trophies in another country. This country's, one country's got bad weather. Bad weather. It's sunny right now, but most of the time it's raining. So anyway, I'm gonna call out this motherfucker and land in the minerals. So, click the wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to it. So yeah, I'm going to do is present. I think it's not video, but I think it's share screen. And what I'm going to do is react to this guy's video about, Trent Alexander-Arnold is a traitor. And this is not it's got nothing to do with drama, but it's just a lot of bullcrap about this guy. It's just like this guy is going to the biggest club in the world, and people just like bitch and whine. So anyway, how do we do this? So is on window. This one. Yeah, how do we do this? Yeah, this one. Yeah, try to get used to it, folks. Yeah, so Trent Alexander-Arnold is a loser. Yep. So anyway. Oh, click the wrong one, son. 1 second. Biblical stinker. So now, I can change what. We're gonna add it to the stage. But nah, we don't add it to the stage. Nah. But anyway, let's view YouTube. Let's watch this video and react. So anyway, this is a 13-minute video. Let's cook this Roy Jennings. There's some smug felt actor. He's like sucking off Arsenal. This guy supports Chelsea. And this is gonna be, you're gonna have people gonna criticize me. Don't really care. Let's begin. Oh, forgot to put the. Okay. He said greed. How's it greed? Football players get paid all the time. Whatever club you're get words out there. Football players get paid no matter what club they're play at. Leaving the boyhood club, honoring his 5-year contract. So, like, what the? I'm not going to go into that. So, I'm going to repeat it again for the cheat sheets at the back. 7.7. What was it? 7.6 million. Okay, let's say Trent's Liverpool currency. I'm going to type it before we'll resume this video. Trent's contract, 7.7 million. Is it 7 points? That's in the merit. That's in the merit. Okay, that's 37. Was it 37,000? I don't. What is that? That's in America. That's in America. That's in America. Trying to find a contract. Like how much money? That's in euros. Can't tell. Fucking tell. It's in fucking euros. I think it's like. Actually, fuck this, man. I'm not gonna. It's gonna drive me mad. Let's continue this video. I'm not gonna search it, man. 7.7 million. Maybe it's. I don't know, man. I have no clue. It's not greed. He's probably leaving his boyhood club. How's it greed? He's at 7.7 million. Fuck this, man. I'm gonna type it. I'm trying to find it. We'll type in Liverpool. 7.7 million. Trying to find it. 7.7. Was it 6? Was it 6.7 million? Trent's contract. His contract. Trent. Let's see. Let me think. Can't really find it. Can't find Trent. Don't say Trent. It doesn't say Trent anywhere. Fuck it. Or, I'm trying to find it. Oh, found it. Trent, God, it's in America. It's in dollars. Where am I in pounds? I don't know, man. This is like 2025 average on I'm gonna do that in pound. I'm gonna type it down in pounds. So anyway, I'm gonna do it in pounds. Paste. That's 28. I say 20. Was it 28? Was about 20. I'd say 28 points. I can't really tell heads and tails. It's about 28, not 28 million, but 28,000 pounds. You said 30. You said 7 point million. 7.6. So 7.6. That's yeah, that's 7.6. 7.6. I think okay. Current earning. Cap. I think the cash is not $9,000. Well, no, 9 point. Well, what's it? Why does it have to be in fucking dollar? Why has to be in dollars, man? Is it 7.6? This guy, if he talks shit, 7.6 million. Okay, paste that. Put it in pounds. It's 7 point. How's it 7.6? Anyway, how's it 7.6? I'm not gonna go to that, man. How do you know? Enlighten me, Roy. Enlighten me. Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna replay again. A Bohemian club. A behemoth club. How Liverpool's a behemoth club? Cool. That they're the biggest club in England. Real Madrid's biggest club in Spain. How is it the Bohemian club? No disrespect. Real Madrid's bigger than Liverpool. It's twice as bigger than Liverpool. What is this guy on about? He's leaving. He's leaving. He's already played for the Bohemian club. What? What I'm gonna do is stop. I'm gonna stop. Not gonna. 1 second. Fuck's sake. Do want to? What the hell? I'm gonna pause it because there's a fucking ad. Oh, fucking out of it, man. Jesus. Why? It's Real Madrid. It's the biggest club in the world. Yeah, yeah. Liverpool had history and heritage. Same as Real Madrid. What the hell's what are you talking about? Even though Real Madrid won more European Cups than Liverpool, well, he'll probably go there. No, he don't. No, he doesn't. Like, yeah, you can say Rodri was the first. I think he's the first Premier League player to win a Ballon d'Or since Ronaldo. But since then, name me another Premier League player won a Ballon d'Or. There isn't any. Like, there isn't any. It's been won by Messi and Ronaldo from La Liga, Benzema from La Liga, Modric from La Liga. It's mostly from La Liga. It's about since since the last Premier League player won a Ballon d'Or. What the fuck? Trying to get used to it, man. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're fully 30 pieces of silver. It's fucking Real Madrid. It's big. What the fuck is? And then again, this guy supports Chelsea. Why do you care he goes to Real Madrid? What the fuck is the football's dead, man? People like him really killed this sport because he's going to the biggest club in the world, leaving. Like, Liverpool is big, but Real Madrid is much bigger. It's the biggest club in the world. I'm gonna keep saying it for the cheap seats at the back, and people think he's a traitor, he's a snake. No, maybe he's done his time at Liverpool. For his thick head, this guy talks shit, man. I'll get to the bring up names like Rudiger and Hazard and Courtois later on in this live stream. What the fuck are you talking about? He's not a traitor. He's not a traitor. If he was how's he a traitor? He's done his time at Liverpool. People got to realize, like, he's a work employee. They're replaceable. Fuck this guy. One second. I'm gonna do it. One second. I'm trying to get used to this. I never done. I do StreamYard, but I'm trying to get still work on the kinks, man. Mostly, enter the stage. Okay.
Opportunity that you dream of. As a young kid, he had the opportunity that you dream of to be a one-club man, to be a...
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, things change, Rory. Things change.
Local legend. To be potentially one of Liverpool's greatest ever players.
There's plenty of players there's plenty of Liverpool players are the greats. He's gone to Real Madrid. Trying to be, he's gone to Real Madrid. Doesn't really matter.
The Liverpool captain in the future, and he turned his back on everything. And
No, he didn't. He's done his time at Liverpool. He's been in the club, in the first team for 9 years. He's won the league. 1 second. Fucking laptop is out of power. Yep.
I'll tell you what, some people think that I'm being a bit harsh here, but I know that I'm not. Some people believe that there's...
You don't know what you're talking about, Rory. Go fuck yourself, man.
There are different ways that you can view this, and let's just have a think about that, right? Even if you believe that you can't begrudge any player wanting to play for a... I don't subscribe to that theory, but let's just pretend that it's true. Let's just pretend that you have done it on a free.
Well, what do you mean? Well, I blame this on the owner. I'll get to more of that a little bit later on. Let's continue.
He's done it on a free. PSR is so important.
I don't care about PSR. Let's move on.
Future and sustainability of every single football club at the moment. It really is at the epicenter of everything that's going on. Whether you're a small club fighting for your life, whether you're a big club with the ambitions of winning Europe, PSR is so important. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is an asset worth millions, and he knows it. And yet he still has decided to walk away from the club that he loves without securing that club even a penny.
What? Well, I blame it down to the owner. Player's fault. It's the owner. Like they should have done it. They should have sold Trent last summer. They should have really talked to Trent and say, I've got there's two. If I was the owner, I said to Trent, You know, if you're not signing this new deal, I have to sell you. You know, if they tend to do that last, or even in January, they'll probably get some penny, man. They'll probably get some money. But yeah, it's the fucking owners, you know? They're just like, yeah, he's not signing a new deal. They're just waiting till his contract expire and go on a free. You know, it's called the Bossman ruin. And it's been around for 30 years. This guy, like, think football's created in 2003, even though the Bossman ruin's been around for 30 years.
That's what he's done. So he will get the big signing on fee. He will get the increase in his contract. He will get the bumper payday. And Liverpool will ultimately get nothing. Just to put this in context, Cristiano Ronaldo, I think most would see as a fairly selfish man, a man who prioritizes himself.
Wait, how Ronaldo's a selfish man? When he went to Manchester, he started his career at Sporting Lisbon. Then he went to Manchester United, become a big name. Not a big name. He's won everything at Manchester United. He's won the league. I think he won 3 times. The Champions League once. The FA Cup once. League Cup. I think it was twice. He's won the Club World Cup once. So he's won about, what's it? Okay, I'm going to count. 2 League Cups. 3 Premier League titles. 2 League Cups, so that's 5 trophies he won. The Champions League, that's 6, and the FA Cup 7, and the club. He's won 8 trophies at Manchester United. 8 trophies in 7 years, and he went to Real Madrid, become a legend. You know, he ain't a selfish man. And then he went to Juventus, more trophies there. He was getting the end of his career. So I'm talking about in peak Ronaldo. The guy was going to the biggest. Real Madrid's bigger than Manchester United. It's the biggest club than any club in the whole wide world. It's Real Madrid. This guy Real Madrid is a tin pot club. This guy's an asshole, man. The guy supports fucking Chelsea. I don't see him doing videos complaining about Rudiger and Hazard and Courtois. I'll get to more. I think Courtois, Hazard, Rudiger. I don't see this motherfucker, complaining and call them traitors, but it was Trent. That's a different story.
A man who is ruthlessly in pursuit of numbers and individual accolades.
He wants to be the best. It's debatable. He was one of the best. You can say Messi, cool, that's fine. It's one of these impossible topics to talk about, but he wants because he's it's Spain. It's better weather than living in England. In England, yeah, it's sunny right now, but most of the time it's been raining. When it gets in the winter, autumn and winter time, it gets colder. Spain, yeah, it rains, but I bet in January time it's not even cold. I think it's like you can wear your. It's not that cold. It's like probably a bit nippy. But if you're, this guy's, doesn't understand it's Spain. It's better than England. Living in England, it's good. It's wet sea, beaches, sun, sea and sun.
Even Cristiano Ronaldo signed a deal the summer before he left Manchester United to make sure that they got good money for him. And yet Trent Alexander-Arnold...
Yeah, they paid. Yeah, it was 80 million.
Arnold has not done that. Now,
well, blame it on the owners. They let it too late. They should say, I'm going to say it again, Trent, if you don't sign a new deal, I have to sell you. They let it too late. That's an owner's problem, not fucking Trent. What the hell are you talking about?
If you think I'm wrong, if you're watching this video so far and you're saying that I've got this wrong, Alexander-Arnold doesn't deserve this, Alexander-Arnold is not a traitor, do me one favour. Rationalise that for me. Why, if Trent Alexander-Arnold does love Liverpool, why didn't he sign a contract that would allow him to leave if a bid came in and therefore secure his club a lot of money? Why didn't he do that if he loves the club so much?
Not every player likes the club. No, this is not like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s anymore. Football change. It's all about the money. They're paid employees. They're replaceable. They'll replace them. They don't own you. They don't own the club anything. Yeah, they're giving them a big break, but He's going to a better club, a better pay, and trying to be the best. He's done well in England. Now he's going to do well in Spain. We're not, fingers crossed.
It just doesn't make any sense for me. And if you believe that he's right to leave Liverpool, if you believe that you can't turn down Real Madrid and he has this burning love of Liverpool, I do not understand why he did.
Why doesn't every...
1 second. Put a few it. Remove for a bit. Fucking advert, fucking ads. Begin. Oh, continue.
Timothy, I really do not. And when you walking away from, I think it makes this decision not only a backstabbing one, not only a Judas-like one.
He's not a fucking back. He's not at Liverpool. He's been in the club. He's been in the club for most of his life as a kid. He's been in the first team for 9 years. He's won. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna use calculator. Count how many trophies Trent won. I'm not gonna count the Community Shield. It's a glorified soccer aid. So, in Trent's I'm talking about 9 years at Liverpool as a first-team player. You know, he's won 2 Premier League titles. He's won 2 League Cups. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the Champions League. Wait, third one. So 2 Premier League, 2 Prems, 2 League Cups, 1 FA Cup, 1 Champions League, 1 Super Cup, and 1 Club World Cup. He's won 8 trophies in 9 years. And he's done his time. You know, if like you're not gonna, you know, some players stay. You know, they'll stay. But most players don't give a fuck about the club. They care about the money and TV deal, the TV exposure. You know, it's not. You know, it's what it is, man.
One, but actually a bad one. I think it's a bad decision.
No, it's not. How is it a bad decision? How is it a bad decision? He's done his time. This guy, you know. So it's okay for another club going to Real Madrid, but no, it's okay for Rudiger and Hazard and Courtois. They're going to and Kepa. Forgot Kepa. You know, was at Real Madrid. It's okay for them going to Real Madrid, but other clubs, they're traitors. You know, you fucking contradict yourself, Rory. Come on.
For him, for the furtherance of Trent Alexander-Arnold, for the betterment of Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think he has made a bad move.
No, he's not. I think he made the right decision. He's done his time at Liverpool. Like, I'm going to repeat myself. Spain equals sun and beaches. England, raining, cold. You know, in the winter time. You know, not so cold in the summer. I think it's a bit cooler in the winter time. In the warm winter time. You know, in the summertime it's boiling hot. I've been to Benidorm. It's about 8 years ago. It was fucking boiling, very boiling. You can't like walk in the hot sun.
Going to Real Madrid, Liverpool are the champions. Liverpool are the champions of England. England.
And what? So what? So what? Who cares? So left Manchester United as champions of England. What's he done? Gone to he's gone to Traitor. He helped Real Madrid become the champions of Spain. And he went to Italy. And he became champions of Italy.
England has the best league in Europe.
What do you say?
Who are the champions of England? England has the best league in Europe.
Okay, the best league in Europe. Like, I disagree. I don't know. It's the best league in the world. Come up a reason why it's the best league in the world. A footballing reason why it's the best in the world. It's the best marketed league in the world. I don't think it's tactic wise, it's not the best league in the world. They're not producing good managers. Let's be real. They're not producing good managers. Homegrown, yeah, they're not producing good managers. Like most of the managers in the Premier League, they came from overseas. Overseas, I feel like the only homegrown talent, they had is Eddie Howe. Came from Bournemouth. Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth. I'm trying to think of another one. Yeah, came from but it's league. If that you can say players, that's fine. But I'm talking manager wise, most of the managers so I don't want to get into the whole Premier League is the best in the world thing. That's another topic for another time. This guy's talking out of his own ass without any footballing reasons.
We have the most competitive league in Europe.
No, it's not. I'm back, so let's begin. Before that, StreamYard. I'm gonna post thing on the chat first. Like. Yeah. Sorry, guys, there was some internet problem, so I'm back. So let's continue.
We have the most eyeballs on league in Europe. We have the most competitive league in.
Oh yeah, most competitive. First off, how the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world? For one, Manchester City, who won the league title 4 times since Liverpool last won the league title. They won 4 in a row, and now Liverpool broke the Europa League. This guy talks fucking shit, man. I'm sorry. It's not the competitive league in the world. It's not. Fuck it. This guy talks shit, man. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go the whole like the Premier League is the best in the world. It's not. Most of our managers came from overseas. Most of the players came from overseas. Like, and Man City won 4 league titles in a row, and it's a competitive league. No, it's not. It's not trained back and forth. If you go back to the early years of the Premier League, like Man United 1-2, it was competed by Villa and Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers compete with Man United for the next 2 years. Then Newcastle compete with Man United for the next 2 years. Then Arsenal, Man United trade back and forth with the league titles for the next, 7, I think about 6 years. 6 years. Between 1998 to 2004. 6 or 7 years. And then Chelsea won it, and then Man United, Chelsea, compete for the title. It's just like I don't want to get into that. So it's like this guy thinks look at this guy's face. You think he's in his so delusional mind think the Premier League's the best in the world. It's not, clearly not. There's other leagues much better. Serie A, I don't watch Serie A. It's much competitive than the Premier League. You got I think the title race this season is Inter Milan and Napoli. The leagues are changing every single year. Like since 2021, something like that, 2020. You had Inter Milan won it in 21. In 2022's, AC Milan. Then Napoli won their first league title in 33 years. Then Inter Milan regained the title, and likely Napoli's going to regain that title. So that's a competitive league, not the Prem.
In Europe, we have the most eyeballs on our league in Europe. English clubs are flying in the Champions League.
I count that. The last. I'm talking about recent years. Liverpool in 2019. Then 2 years later, Chelsea in 2021, and then 2 years after that it was Man City. Free. Since then, Real Madrid 1-2, and Bayern Munich in 2020. They're flying. You can say flying in Europe. I can give them that half. To like 10 years ago, there were English clubs were struggling in Europe. Because they get knocked out in the last 16 stage, in the early stages of the European competition. 2017 onwards, they're winning trophies, even though it's still the Spanish domination. But they're still winning.
English clubs are flying in all European competitions.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't. Well, God, not like God. Yeah, you can say Chelsea Europa League in 2019, and then since then, no English club won the Europa League until 2025 this year. Until this year, West Ham won the Conference League. So it's about three European trophies. I'm talking about overall, like outside of the Champions League. Since then, in Europa League, it's been dominated by Sevilla. Sevilla won the Europa League in 2020 and 2023. Eintracht Frankfurt in 2022. And last season, Atalanta. Let's talk about the Conference League. It's been around for like 3 seasons now. In 2022, it's won by an Italian club, Roma. West Ham won it. an English club, but the following season, last season, was won by Olympiacos, a Greek team, and then it's gonna likely be Chelsea again. So, he's so delusional. Like in his delusional world, he thinks English football is dominating. Yeah, in Europe, it's not it's not 1970s, 1980s. It's 2000. We're in the 2020s. Yeah, we won European trophies. I get it. We're not truly dominating in Europe. I'm talking about on a consistent basis.
And he's walking away from the champions of this country
the whole,
in order to
StreamYard thing. Even though I've been doing StreamYard for years on the main channel, I'm trying to get still working on the hand of it, Real
Madrid. And I can't country in order, and he's walking away from the champions of this country in order to go to Real Madrid. And
what? Gareth Bale went to Real Madrid from Tottenham. He's won trophies. David Beckham. I'm talking about English clubs, English players. Sorry, Jude Bellingham. He's won one German Cup in Dortmund. He could have added the Bundesliga in 2023, but they bottled it. Went to Real Madrid, first season. 3 trophies, Champions League. I think he didn't win the treble. I think it was the Super Cup. I think it's the Super Cup, the Spanish Super Cup. Yeah, La Liga, Champions League, Super Cup. And then in the second season, they wrapped up the UEFA Super Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, or the Intercontinental Cup. And I think that's it. I think so. He's won 5 trophies in 2 years in his time in Spain. He's going to win more, depending if he goes Alonso like to go to Real Madrid. If he's going to be part of Alonso's plans, time will tell.
And I can't understand it. And there seems to be this movement now of football fans who don't necessarily support Liverpool.
Like football fans, not all, but the majority are thick as pig shit. It's the truth, including you.
Who are suggesting that Liverpool fans who don't necessarily support Liverpool.
You don't support Liverpool. You're a fucking Chelsea fan. I support Arsenal. I don't care. It's good for him. I can talk about other clubs. It's not against the law to talk about other clubs, but come up with some footballing reasons. Come on, dude, man.
Who are suggesting that Liverpool fans who are being hostile to Trent are getting it wrong? Like I've seen.
Yeah, that's a bit. The internet fans. Like, look at Steven Gerrard. This was after they won the Champions League, their first European Cup in 21 years. He was linked to going to Chelsea. He almost went to Chelsea, but he got thrown by the Liverpool fans. And what they done? He re-signed because he wants to win the league. Liverpool ain't going to win the league. He's won cups. So far in his time at Liverpool, like 98 to 2005, he's won the FA Cup once, League Cup twice. That's 3 trophies. He's won the FA Cup once, the League Cup twice. That's 3. The UEFA Cup 4, the Champions League 5, the Super Cup twice. That's 7. He's won 7 trophies. This is before he went on to win an FA Cup, a League Cup. He's mostly a cup player, Steven Gerrard. Like I'm talking about before. I'm talking about before. Like this is before 2006 onwards until 2015. I'm talking about in that certain time period. I can add. Let's do a calculation. I'm talking about before. This is like before 2000, after the Champions League. So I'm talking about like 98 to 2005. He's won the league. He's won the FA Cup once, UEFA Cup once, League Cup twice, the Super Cup once, and the Champions League once. So up to 6 trophies, and he went on to add an FA Cup, a League Cup, and a Club World Cup, not Club World Cup, the Super Cup. He's won I think he's won 10 or 12 trophies. But at the time, the Chelsea buzz was booming. They just won the League Cup and the Premier League or the Premiership title back then. Because Gerrard scored an own goal in the League Cup final that same year, early in 2005. Mourinho wants Steven Gerrard. Liverpool fans are angry. I think they're burning Liverpool shirts with Steven Gerrard's name on it. What's he done? He's re-signed the new contract. And, that's, I think he should have gone to Chelsea. If he's just gone at Chelsea, man, he went on to win more trophies at Chelsea. He want to probably win another Champions League. He might manage to win the league. And also, him and Lampard could play together. And maybe, that's why the England golden generation did not work, because Steven Gerrard and Lampard are both similar, but they don't play together. They don't give each other compliments. That's another topic for another time. So, did Liverpool fans turn on Michael Owen? No, he's done his time. Steve McManaman went to Liverpool, went to Real Madrid from Liverpool. His fans complain about it? No. Even though Owen did not win trophies, but it's bigger. You got to realize Liverpool is Real Madrid's twice as big than Liverpool. Madrid is twice as bigger than Liverpool, man. I'm trying to get my points across. In his delusional mind thinks England's great, this is good, blah blah blah. Spain is shit, even though Spain's weather-wise is good. Footballing-wise, it's better than England. Why do you think they'll leave? Why they end up going to Real Madrid? Biggest club in the world. Dude, you understand? Don't be.
People saying that this is poor from Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans should be wishing him well. Liverpool fans should be supportive of Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool fans should be doing this. Liverpool fans should be doing that. Everybody's telling Liverpool fans what they should and shouldn't be doing. And I'll tell you what, it's just not.
And then again, Rory, you're telling people how to support a football club, even though you don't support that club, you support Chelsea. Is it okay if I tell you how to support Chelsea? No. I'm not gonna go. I'm doing this stream about 49 minutes. It's gonna take me an hour. This is a 13 minute 44 seconds video. And I was like, also I missed. I also had internet problems, so it took me. I missed about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. I'm trying, and also I'm clicking off view tab to StreamYard.com. Back and forth. I'm trying to get the hand of it.
Nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Everybody.
No, it's not. You dumb fuck.
He's being a total hypocrite.
No, he's not. They're not. You're the fucking hypocrite. Actually.
Everybody is telling Liverpool to do one thing that they wouldn't do themselves. I saw an Arsenal fan, right? I saw a tweet from an Arsenal fan that basically said that Alexander-Arnold was free. He helped them win a couple of league titles, and it's ended with him moving on.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's moved on. He moved on. That's if you want everything in that club and you want to move on to the next challenge in your career, you do it.
And he basically said he was free. He's achieved what he's achieved.
And he did.
Why are you upset? Ashley Cole, mate. Ashley Cole.
Oh, here we go about Ashley Cole. I'll get to that.
Was free. He helped Arsenal win 2 titles. And then he went to Chelsea. Arsenal fans hate him. So any Arsenal fan...
it's okay for Ashley Cole, going there. People, they call him Ashley Cole. Even though, it's been one season without trophyless because Arsenal went, it's the final season at Highbury. The end of the season trophyless, lost the Champions League final to Barca, went to Chelsea. What's he done? He wants to win the Champions. He wants to win the Champions League and the League Cup. It's the only trophy he's never won. He's won He's won 2 league titles with Arsenal. He's won the FA Cup 3 times. One of them is part of the double, and then 2 of them was, in 2002, 2003 and 2005. So he's won 5 trophies. He's won 5 trophies. 5 trophies. And he's won more trophies at Chelsea. He went on to win the Champions League, the Europa League, and the League Cup. He never won it at Arsenal.
He's saying to a Liverpool fan, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Did you?
Then again, you can't tell people you can't tell people how to support how to support their clubs. I'm sick and tired of these dickheads. I don't tell people what they support their club. They can support what they want. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
That. Were you supportive of Ashley Cole? Were you loving towards Ashley
Yeah,
Cole?
maybe Ashley Cole. Maybe it was just Ashley Cole. Maybe he done his time. Yeah, it's hard. It's a bitter pill to swallow. It's Chelsea, but Chelsea are the new boys of the block. Back then, football's starting to change with the money, where the money's coming in. I think he done a bit. He went on to be a good player. Yeah, he's still a good player. He's still Arsenal's. He's a legend. He's a legend in both clubs, Arsenal and Chelsea.
Cole. Or were you at Stamford Bridge like I was when you had £50 notes printed out with Ashley Cole's face on it and you threw them on the pitch and you sung some of them?
Yeah, it was, maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was a bitter pill to swallow, like I said, with calling Ashley Cole. But the problem is, that was back then. Years later, in hindsight, when he's retired, you got to realize, he's gone to the right. Maybe it's time's run out. He's time because he ain't going to win with Arsenal because Arsenal don't really have a lot of money. Financially, right now they got money, but back then they didn't have any money to compete with Chelsea. Yeah, they find a way. They find a way, but they're not really. They can't really compete with Man United and Chelsea financially. They find their own players. Like I said, he's a legend in both two clubs, Arsenal and Chelsea. He's invincible, and he went on to win the Champions League with Chelsea. He's probably England's best. You could say best ever left back. Might win. I can't find another left back ever since, but he's England's best ever left back. In my opinion,
one of the most vulgar songs about Ashley Cole that you could possibly think of. Where were you on that? Because I remember being in the stadium, and I remember Ashley Cole having to have special security because
this is not a back.
I'm gonna do 1 second. I'm gonna move the screen again. 1 second. Before we get to 1 second, I'm gonna move it. It's an advert, man. Click the wrong one. I'm gonna post it. Like, share, subscribe. And by the way, the update video for this channel will be pretty damn soon. Be patient. 1 second. I'm good. Guys, I hate these adverts, man. I'm in the middle of the reaction. One second.
and yet I've seen.
Okay, going back to I said about he got security guards on that day. Yeah, football's change. Look at Wayne Rooney. He got thrown by United fans because he was teasing like he wants to leave Manchester United. What United fans done? Gone to his house, threatening him. That was back then. Right now, mostly football fans are butthurt. They tweet their opinions on whether social media, whether it's on mostly on Twitter/X. That was back then. Right now, it's so soft. It's what the world is so soft.
Where were you on that? Because I remember being in the stadium, and I remember Ashley Cole having to have special security because of what was going on that day. And yet I've seen Arsenal fans saying that Trent Alexander-Arnold was free and therefore X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's just truly ridiculous because Trent Alexander-Arnold is a boy.
Not ridiculous. He's gone on a free. Sol Campbell went on a free. I'm trying to think another free. I can't find the best free. From the Boston Ruin. Can't tell. Can't remember. I can't think of a name. No, I can't.
Scouser, he's turning his back on his club, and
he's done the right thing. He's not turning back his club. He wants to win more trophies. He's going to the biggest club in the world. He's not turning his back. Football play, like I'm going to say right now from earlier, football fans or football players actually, they don't care about the club. They care about the money and the TV exposure. That's it. It's not the fucking 70s and 80s and 90s. You know, back then money wasn't in football again. It's not big back then compared to right now.
The only reason can be the pursuit of riches and glamour.
That's the whole point.
And the only real losers here, if you think about it, who's lost out? Not Real Madrid. They've got the player that they want. Whether he's the player that they think he is a different question. But they've managed to sign the player that they want. So they haven't missed out. Trent Alexander-Arnold himself is now rich beyond his wildest dreams. He will now be a celebrity. The brand of Alexander-Arnold is now amplified. He'll be with Jude Bellingham. He'll be part of this. Fine. So he's a winner. So who?
Jude Bellingham went to Birmingham.
Loses out?
Who's the loser? Who's the loser?
Liverpool.
How Liverpool's the loser? They're not losing out. They'll replace him. I remember they were linked with Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen. So who's the loser? They're not even losing. Fuck this guy, man. The guy supports Chelsea, and he's sucking off Liverpool. What the hell?
The only losers. Liverpool fans are the only losers. Liverpool.
They're not. Why do you care about the Liverpool fans, Rory? You're a Chelsea fan. They're not losers. The diehards. I'm talking about not talking about. You probably get some delusional fan in the Liverpool fan base, but most of them, it's about aim of the game. They're not dropping their standards, so they're not. Who's the loser?
Liverpool as an institution are the only losers because they've lost an asset, they've lost a good player, and they have got
Liverpool. This is you've got to realize players come and go, whether that's retiring, or maybe that due to that he's gone to another club. They come and go. Trent got let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool lost Steve McManaman. He's not. He went to Real Madrid. He went on to win 2 La Ligas. He felt, in Spain because he didn't win the league in England. He's won 2 Champions Leagues. He's a Real Madrid legend. Michael Owen. He left Liverpool. He's been in the club 7 years, won cups. He's won trophies. He went to Real Madrid. Yeah, he didn't pan out. What's his name? Xabi Alonso only won the Champions League and the FA Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. 3 trophies at Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. 3 trophies at Liverpool. He went to Real Madrid. Became a legend. He went on to win the La Liga, the Champions League. He won the cup. Copa del Rey. I think he won the Spanish Super Cup. And then he went to Bayern, and then he went on to end his career at Bayern Munich. Arbeloa. I can keep going. They lost Luis Suarez from Barcelona. He done the treble. They replaced players pretty well. One player gone, other one will take over. That's the nature of football. One player goes, another one comes. One leaves, one leaves, one stay, one's go. I'm trying to get my point across. It's just like players come and go. One player's go, another player's coming. It's like I'm trying to get my points across. It's same as Chelsea. Did Chelsea complain about Eden Hazard? No, they didn't complain. Did they complain about fucking John Terry, their best ever player? No, they didn't complain. If every players they come and they're going. They'll find another player, and they end up becoming another legend. It's just the nature of the game. It's the nature of the game.
Literally nothing for it, and this is the club that he claims to love. All that. Remember,
not everyone likes Liverpool. Maybe he is a Liverpool fan, but he doesn't. It's for like I said, how many times? Because they don't care about the clubs. They care about the TV, the money, and the TV exposure.
Just a normal lad from Liverpool. He's going for free. The club are losing about £80 million.
And what? They'll spend that money wisely. They'll replace him. It's not the end of the world. Jesus, man.
For the player. And he could have so easily mitigated this. He could have so easily signed and still had a release clause. Like him, just a normal lad from Liverpool, that is so anti-Scouse. That is not the Scouse thing to do. He had it all.
What do you mean it's not the Scouse thing to do? You know, first off, Rory, you're not a Scouser. You're from London. It's a Scouse thing. What the fuck are you talking about? How do you know about being a Scouser? You're not a Scouser, you're Cockney. It's like saying he's leaving Newcastle to Timbuktu, and that's not the Geordie thing. What the fuck we're talking about? This guy talks shit, man. I'm sorry. You're gonna end up losing brain cells. That's why I don't really cover a lot, man. Because I end up losing a lot of brain cells. It's gonna take me a long time. I'm trying to get my points across.
Totally at his feet. His life was perfect. His Liverpool
life is perfect. Do you know people leaving England, leaving the country? It's in disarray. Spain, they're going to a better life in Spain. Look at David Beckham. He spent most of his life in England. In London. He went to Manchester United, won trophies, done the treble there. He went to Real Madrid, won the La Liga 4 years later in Spain. Then he won more trophies in America. Then he went to France, ended his career with PSG. Players come and go. They don't have the money back then. It's all about playing for the badge. Playing for the club. Now things change.
side are champions. They have an exciting elite level manager who is only just getting started.
Okay, how Arne Slot's an elite manager? He's been in the club for 5 minutes, like 1 year. 1 year. How's he an elite manager? The guy won the league title. He's won a League and Cup with Feyenoord in Holland, and now he's just out of the league in England. It's too soon to call him an elite manager. Come back to me in 5 years. He's done something, winning trophies in Europe. This guy is really full of shit. No, for real, man. How do you call a manager an elite? He's only won trophies. He's only been there for 5 minutes. He's not an elite manager yet. He's not. Pep is an elite manager. Mourinho is an elite manager. Because they Klopp, Cool, Ancelotti. They're elite managers. They won trophies. They won trophies at home and abroad. Arne Slot, he won it home and abroad, in different countries, but he haven't won a trophy in Europe yet. So it's too soon to call him an elite manager yet.
He is virtually guaranteed to be the future captain of his boyhood club.
How do you fucking know this? How do you know this, man? Jesus Christ, stop acting. How do you know this? How do you know this guy's going to be a future Liverpool captain? So far, he might be. So far, it's Van Dijk's the captain. I guarantee it's Robertson. I think it's going to be Robertson. You got Robertson, who's captain for his country, Scotland. Maybe he might give it to Alexis McAllister. How do you know this, man? Jesus Christ, this guy, I hate these motherfuckers, man. They actually they know better. They think they know better about football. They know what's best for business. They actually know what's best for business. I'm trying to say, best for business. And you talk around your arsehole for 8 minutes. I'm gonna check. I've been streaming for an hour. I'm been streaming for 1 whole hour. 1 whole hour, and this guy is talking crap. For real.
He is the very definition of a one club man. Now I hold.
No, he doesn't. No, Steven Gerrard is a one club. Yeah. No, I'm lying. He went on to America. No, Jamie Carragher is a one club man. He spent most of his career at Liverpool, even though the guy is an Evertonian, supports Everton. Is Reece James going to be a one club man? No. Reece James, it's too early. John Terry's a one club man. I'm lying. He went and gone to Villa. There's not really a lot of one club players will spend the rest of his career. You can say Mark Noble, but players come and go. Doesn't matter You know, if they're gonna, you know, players come and go. Doesn't matter what club they're playing at.
This in very high regard. One club men. How prestigious is that? Think about it. They don't
Yeah, it's not a lot. Things change.
really exist. You know, like John Terry at Chelsea, not a one club man. Frank Lampard.
Okay, you talk about John Terry, Frank Lampard. They're one club man. Yeah, they end up leaving the club. They didn't end their careers at the club. They've left the club. John Terry, you know, spent most of his career at Chelsea. And what's he done? He left. He went to Aston Villa in the Championship. And then Frank Lampard spent 13 years at Chelsea. And what's he done? Left Chelsea. He went to Manchester City and retired at Man City. I don't think he went to America. No, he went to New York. He ended his career at New York City in the MLS. You know, New York CFC. You know, he ended his career in the MLS, Frank Lampard. John Terry ended his career at Aston Villa. So they're not like, yeah. I'm talking about to call someone a one club man. You have to spend the rest of your career without leaving that club. Without leaving. Ryan Giggs is a one club legend. You know, he spent most of his career at Manchester United. Same as Paul Scholes, Gary Neville. Not Phil Neville, went to Everton. Tony Adams spent most of his career at Arsenal. You could, think. I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Jimmy Carragher. Like, I'm trying to think. There's not a lot. That's not. Puyol. Paolo Maldini at AC Milan. Totti. Del Piero ended his career in Australia.
At Chelsea, not a one club man. You know, Ryan Giggs. Think about the stature that Ryan Giggs has. One club man. Paolo Maldini, a true one club man. Jamie Carragher, an incredible one club man. Trent Alexander-Arnold could have been that. He could have been part of that club.
Yeah, then guess what? Things change. Players change. You know, things change. You know, you're living in the fucking past. Football change. Like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. Football, the games change. They're playing for the money. The Dosh, Reddies, Wonga.
Giggs, Scholes, Maldini, Carragher. And yet he's chosen to walk away. He's chosen to walk away from legacy. He would almost definitely...
He's going to have his legacy is still intact. Yeah, they'll get booed. I know, like, some people doing this whole Liverpool and Real Madrid rivals. No, they don't. No, they're not. Like, Real Madrid had a bad record against Liverpool. Like, Liverpool, most of the time, Real Madrid beat Liverpool. Real Madrid won, Liverpool beat Real Madrid, I think it was three times. 1991 European Cup final, 2009 at Anfield, and they just beat them this season in the league phase. So it's not even really a rival. It's not their rivalry, Liverpool and Real Madrid. You know, it's like Real Madrid's two biggest rivals are Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
Have been the Premier League record appearance holder if he'd stayed. And you know this theory that's going around, like you don't say no to Real Madrid. Like I just don't understand it. Why is that seen as gospel? Because for me, I never dreamt of playing for Real Madrid when I was a kid.
Like most clubs will end up playing for Real Madrid.
I just didn't. You can't say no to Real Madrid. I think in these circumstances you can.
It's the fucking money. It's money and weather. It's like in the footballing world, it's Hollywood. It's royalty. You know, if a royal family give you money, you're taking the money. That's it.
Madrid aren't going to win the Champions League. Real Madrid are probably not going to win their domestic league. Liverpool have just won their
and they're gonna win. They're gonna probably win trophies next season. Doesn't matter.
Domestic league at a canter with a brand new manager. They're going to spend money this summer.
Mm-hmm.
They've just tied Mohamed Salah, one of the best players in the world, to the club. They
They signed Mohamed Salah 33. Well, like to me, I think he should have left leave as well. The guy's on his last legs. He's 33. You know, they'll replace these players properly, like Simmons, Van Dijk. Like they're on their last legs. Their legs are nearly gone. Like Salah, you know, Trent is a young guy. He's not that young, but he's 26, 27 in October. He's got, you know, people got to realize a footballer's career is short. You only get like 10 years, 10, 12, 15 years. That's it. It's not like basketball. You can play for like 20 years. You know, but when you get older, you're starting to get slower. You know, like your speed is nearly gone. You can't, you know. Oh, not my fucking bit. Not my beard, my razor over.
just tied Virgil van Dijk to the club.
You got to realize the legs are gone. Like, yeah, you got some players who can play into their 40s, not like Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, Messi's in his late 30s, man. But the legs are like they need to change up, man. You know, because you realize players, you know, their legs are nearly gone. You know, you don't want to rely on an aging team. If you rely on an aging team, because these players are getting past their best. I think Van Dijk, I'm not crapping on Van Dijk. He's probably the best centre back in the world. But the problem is, him and Salah, they nearly passed their leg. They passed their best. Look at Salah. His speed is gone. He's gone. He's still scoring goals, but his legs are gone. You know? Yeah, he's got to change things up in his repertoire, not running that much. I think Slot told him to don't track back, something like that. You know? Like, they'll replace these players. It'll take time. Not every player, not like it might not happen straight away, but it'll be soon.
Why on earth would you want to walk away from Liverpool now? This isn't like
it's bigger than I'm gonna say it's Real Madrid is bigger than Liverpool. Let's talk about trophies. Let's combine their trophies. I'm not gonna count Community Shields. That's a glorified soccer aid. It's under friendly rules. So Liverpool, they won 20 league titles, 10 League Cups, 8 FA Cups, 6 Champions League / European Cups, 3 UEFA Cups, 4 Super Cups, and the Club World Cup. They won 52 trophies. 52 trophies in their history. Let's go to Real Madrid. Compare which club's bigger. Real Madrid. Let's do Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid. 36 La Ligas. 20 Copa del Reyes. That's 56. This is called the Copa de la Liga. I'm guessing is that not really call it that. Copa de la Liga. So, the Spanish League Cup. So we're gonna add that. So that's 57. That's 57. 13 Copa de la España. 13 Copa de la España. That's 70. Was it Copa Eva Durante? I'm gonna leave that. I don't know what the hell is this. I'm not being disrespectful. It's just like Copa de la. I'm gonna leave that out. So that's their trophies in domestically. Let's go internationally. They won 15 European Cups, 6 Super Cups, I'm not going to count the Latin Cup. Well, I'm not going to count the Latin Cup. Actually, I'm going to count them. Fuck it. It's basically their predecessor. This is the predecessor to the European Cup. Right now, it's the UEFA Champions League. So they won two Latin Cups. They won 5 Club World Cups. They just won the Intercontinental Cup. That's 3. They just won the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. That's 102. So yeah, I count it now. Real Madrid, Liverpool. Oh, wrong. Liverpool won 52 trophies. Real Madrid won 102 trophies. 102 trophies. So they beat their ass by 50 trophies more. So Real Madrid is a bigger club than Liverpool. Face the facts, man. Face the facts. Facts about the club.
When Michael Owen walked away, like Michael Owen, okay, history wasn't kind to him at all. He walked away and Liverpool won the European Cup. He went to
it was unlucky,
Madrid to win the European Cup, and Liverpool won that European Cup the next year. But you could kind of understand to win the European Cup, and Liverpool won that European, and Liverpool won the European. Like Michael Owen, okay, history wasn't kind to him at all. He walked away, and Liverpool won the European Cup. He went to Real Madrid to win the European Cup, and Liverpool won that European Cup the next year. But you could kind of understand why Michael Owen felt like he needed to leave in order to win a European trophy, a top-tier European trophy.
Because it's money, man. It's Real Madrid. They want to win the league. They ain't going to win it at Liverpool. They ain't going to win it. They want to win the league. Yeah, he's so far in Michael Owen's career at Liverpool, he's won the League Cup twice, the FA Cup once, the UEFA Cup once, and the Super Cup once. He's won cups. He wants to win the league. The league is the bread and butter.
Because Liverpool, despite the brilliance of the Ataturk, you didn't see that coming. They were a good team, but they weren't a great team. They weren't going to win the league. They weren't going to win the European Cup. Okay, they did something incredible, but Michael Owen's rationale for leaving made sense. Equally, when Steve McManaman...
You don't know that. You don't know that. No one knows that. You don't know Liverpool won that European Cup. You just realize, maybe he made a mistake. You don't know that Liverpool did reach that European Cup that year. You don't know that. You don't know that. How do you know? Yeah, he didn't pan out. What's he done? He went back to England. He went to play for Newcastle United. Then he left after Newcastle got relegated. Guess what? He went to Man United. What's he won? He went on to win the league in 2011.
That Liverpool team were a great team, but they were not going to
They're
win
not
the
great. Liverpool was an average team. Yeah, they got 1 or 2 individuals, but they're not the great team compared to the 70s and the 80s and right now in the present time. Yeah, they pull up one of the greatest European finals, the European Cup finals of all time, the 6-goal thriller. And then why I keep clicking that stream, but that screen. But anyway, last count. Yeah, greatest European Cup. Yeah, they played against AC Milan. One of the best AC Milan teams in my time. The 6-goal thriller. They fought back. They became not household names, but legends after that. You act like this Liverpool team from 2005 is the greatest. It's not. It was kind of, I'm not disrespectful. It's an average team. Liverpool finished 5th. Everton got top 4. That season they were an average team. No disrespect, but it was. And yeah, they just kind of find a way.
They were not going to win the European Cup. Robbie Fowler, Jason McAteer, Steve McManaman, John Barnes. It was a glorious team. It really was. was a special team, the Spice Boys, but they weren't quite.
Yeah, yeah. I guess, and also you talk about the Spice Boys. It's funny, like, oh yeah, they're wearing like these white or cream suits. Oh, what's they done? Oh yeah, lost to Man United in the cup final. Eric Cantona, and also they were winning trophies. Man United, Liverpool won the League Cup, but Man United went on to win the double twice. You know, like in '94 and 1996, and they add another league. That's free. So added that. So that's. I'm talking about under that. The Spice Boys is about 1990. No, what was it 94 to 98? Something like that. 4 years. In that 4-year period, United wrapped up 2 FA Cups and 3 league titles. 5 trophies. 5 trophies. Liverpool won 1 League Cup. So they're not. Yeah, but yeah, they won 1 League Cup, but it could be a better team, but they failed to capitalize. That team was breaking up. Maybe some of these players were not quite good enough. They're not quite good enough compared to Man United team. You got like you got the class of '92. You got Eric Cantona who retired the following year. You got Schmeichel. Like it's night and day. Yeah, it's before my time, but the Spice Boys. Yeah, they won 1 trophy. It's not a great team. Yeah, they won 1 trophy. They could win more, but they didn't. I think they were filming, getting pissed up. They're in a race. I think they went to the races, but they had no trophy to show them. Compared to the treble team, the Man United team, they won leagues and cups, and then 3 years later they done the treble. I'm not being an asshole. It's like this. The statement you're trying to make, it's not really a superior one.
Good enough. So you understand why McManaman.
Yeah, he went to Real Madrid because the writing was on the wall. Maybe he wasn't. He went to Real Madrid. He went to Real Madrid in, I think it was '99. And then I think that same season he won the European Cup. He scored the winner, or he scored one of the goals against Valencia in that Champions League final. Then he went on to win the league. He failed to do that at Liverpool, not once but twice, and he also won the European Cup. I think he won the Super Cup. He won the Super Cup. He's won 4 trophies at Real Madrid compared to his 1. Did he win it? I think he won the FA Cup at Liverpool, maybe 2, something like that. But he's more of a Real Madrid legend than a Liverpool legend. It's true.
Felt like he needed to leave in order to increase his chances of winning European silverware and top-tier domestic accolades. So this isn't that. And Steve McManaman's legacy at Liverpool has been affected.
No, he ain't. He's not really a Liverpool legend. He's a Real Madrid legend. Real Madrid legend. Did you get it through your head? Real Madrid legend. He's never was a Liverpool legend. If he won the league, European Cup, if he won everything at Liverpool, you could say, yeah, Liverpool legend. Trent, he could be a future Liverpool legend because he's won trophies at Liverpool. He was part of that team to end that 30-year drought of winning the league. So he is a Liverpool legend. No matter what your spewing some lot of horseshit. I don't understand this guy's his point he's trying to claim.
But the reason why it's so different is McManaman makes sense to me. He had to leave. Alexander-Arnold doesn't. This Liverpool...
He's going to win trophy. He's going to be a Real Madrid legend. If he wins trophies at Real Madrid. We don't know. We can't predict the future.
All team are sensational. Like a genuine question for you. Are Real Madrid more likely to win the European Cup next year than Liverpool?
I think they will. You don't know that. You simply don't fucking know that. I expect Liverpool win the Champions League. Oh, guess what? They got knocked out by PSG in the last 16 on pens. You don't know that. How do you fucking know that, man? This guy's full of shit, man. If you like it, more power to you. I'm not telling you who you like. I'm just saying, like, this guy talks crap about football. His football opinions, not all, but some, most of it's been shit. It's shit. But he's spewing horseshit like Trent is. You know, he's gonna betray his boyhood club, go into a better club with better history. You know, and making more money and become a legend of that club. You know, he's a you know.
And if so, why? Because I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Liverpool beat Real Madrid in the European Cup this year.
Yeah, it led to nothing, Rory. We beat Real Madrid. Led to nothing. What this guy's on about? Yeah, they beat Liverpool. Liverpool beat Real Madrid this season. What it led to? Nothing. They're not in the final. If they are in the final and if they reach the final this season and if they win that Champions League, yeah, it led to something. But beating Real Madrid led to nothing because they got knocked out by PSG on penalties, man. The aim of the elite sport is about winning. You don't win, you lost. That's it. And this guy's a Chelsea fan. You know, your opinions might be different if Chelsea wins the trophy. You know, you probably should. All you do is sugarcoating this. You know, telling people how to support another club. You don't even support that club. You support Chelsea.
You know, they're going to have a new manager. It's not really clicking. They're not going to win the league.
Yeah, you say that already. What's your point?
Why are Liverpool less likely to win the Champions League next year?
You don't know that. How will people know that? It's like saying like this. Jeremy Frimpong, he's gone. There's rumours that he's leaving Liverpool. Not leaving Liverpool. Going to Liverpool. He's gone. Signed from Bayer Leverkusen. They're going to replace Trent. They're going to find their Trent replacement. So you don't know that. You can't really predict the future. No one can. So you got to they're going to fail to win the Champions League because Trent's not there. So what? You know? So fucking what? So fucking what? So fucking what? Who cares? It's not the end of the world.
Than Real Madrid, because I don't think it's true. Like, genuinely, this
even though Real Madrid won more European Cups than Liverpool, I think 11 more, 15 and 11 is 6 out of 11 is 15. No, 6 and 9 equals 15. Real Madrid won 9 more European Cups than Liverpool.
Have pedigree. They're winners. Liverpool, as an institution, has the capability of winning European Cups.
They don't have the money. And also, look, Real Madrid don't have... Real Madrid. I can't say Real Madrid, but I mean Liverpool. Liverpool just don't have the money to compete with Real Madrid financially. I'm talking about financially. You know? Like, you can't... You know, it's the biggest club, but financially wise, they're not bigger. So your point's making is relevant.
We know that. We know that so well. So I just don't know why he feels like he has to leave in order to do that.
Well, he's done his time at Liverpool. Face the facts.
So, and like I say, that Rodri, that Rodri Ballon d'Or should also echo in his mind. You know,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like, who cares? You know, that was one player. That's one fucking player. You're talking about one player from the Premier League won the Ballon d'Or. You know, the Ballon d'Or's been around since the 50s. The 50s. Like Ronaldo was the last player at Man United in 2008, and the last player from the Premier League won the Ballon d'Or was Michael Owen in 2001. 2001. That was about nearly 25 years ago. And then I'm trying to think. I can't think. It's been a bit. It's mostly like players from France and Germany and Italy, mostly from Italy and Spain. I'm talking about like before Ronaldo Messi era. You know, I'm talking about come from I think like Van Basten won it in Serie A with AC Milan. I think Jean-Pierre Papin. I think he won it in France. Yeah, he was at France and then Italy. Platini, one of the Juventus, Italy player for the Italian club Juventus. I can't think. Maybe Kevin Keegan, but I think he won it at Hamburg, not with Liverpool. You know, you know.
Look, I truly believe that Liverpool are going to be fine here, right? But I also think that anybody saying that Liverpool fans should wish Alexander Arnold well,
They could do the hell they want. Most people, do they fucking care? No, they're not gonna smash his house. You gotta face the facts. Real Madrid's bigger than Liverpool.
I just don't get it. I really don't. All in all, I've always found Trent Alexander-Arnold a little bit overrated. And I guarantee you this, if Real Madrid think they're going to elevate their defensive options with him in the team, they've got another thing coming. They should thank their lucky stars.
What the fuck are you talking about? They're replacing the right back. Look at Carvajal. He's getting the end of his career. They need replacement in the right back slot. But those guys, I don't know what this guy's mentality is. They're finding a right back. He's there for the long run. Carvajal, haven't got long left in his career. And also, he won everything at Real Madrid. La Ligas, Champions Leagues. He just won the Euros with Spain. He's won everything. You know.
He was a Liverpool player when they won a European Cup in Paris. So they're my thoughts on it. But I just don't see how anyone is arguing that Trent Alexander-Arnold is not a Judas. He doesn't have to leave. Let me give you the reason.
Maybe he does. It's too late for that. If up down, it's a board problem. It's down to the board. Like I said, if I was the owner of Liverpool, I talk to Trent. I give him like a 2 year extension of his current contract. If he's not signing that 2 year deal, I said to him, sorry Trent, if you're not signing that new deal, I have to sell you. It's down to the board and the club. It's not him. It's more of a club problem than a player problem. He's letting his contract expire and go on a free. They're still making money. That's like Liverpool will go out of business tomorrow. It ain't. It's been around for centuries, man.
Just really briefly, he doesn't have to leave. Liverpool are an excellent team capable of competing at the very top.
Mm-hmm.
He already plays for a team that are a massive institution, so he doesn't need the opportunities.
You could say massive institutions, yeah, cool, but Real Madrid's way times bigger. Liverpool's not bigger than Man United. Man United's bigger than Liverpool. You could say trophies, fine, but the fan base, a worldwide fan base, is Man United.
To do that. Success. Is he more likely to succeed at Liverpool?
He's already done it. He's not on the same level as the legends, in the past, but he's part of that team who ended that 30-year drought of the league title.
I believe he is. Ballon d'Or. Rodri has proved it. What's
the point about Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Seriously, who cares? What's your point?
He get at Madrid that he can't get at Liverpool. He loses legacy. He loses being a one-club man.
He's not going to lose his legacy. He's a fucking Liverpool legend anyway. He's been there for the club 9 years. That's still a long time. What the okay. Bale and Modric left Tottenham because they want to win trophies. Bale just won the League Cup. He ain't going to win more at Tottenham. What's he done? Went to Real Madrid. At the time, he was the richest player, 85 million. He wanted to win He went on to win trophies. It became a Real Madrid legend. Same as Modric. I think Modric he didn't win any. I don't think he won it. I think he came after Spurs won the League Cup. So the summer of 2008, didn't win nothing. 3 years. No, I'm lying. 4 years without winning nothing. What's he done? Went to Real Madrid. Trophies, legend. That's the same as Rudiger. His time at Chelsea, he's won an FA Cup, a Europa League, a Champions League, a Super Cup, and a Club World Cup. Haven't won the league in England. What's he done? Went to Real Madrid. He went on to win the league at Real Madrid and a Champions League. Hazard, so far haven't won a Champions League at Chelsea. He went on to win a Champions League at Real Madrid, even though he was injury for all his time. You know, I don't want to get into that whole thing, but like you got to realize, you know, Real Madrid's the biggest club in the whole wide world. It's bigger than Chelsea, bigger than Man United, bigger than Man City, bigger than Arsenal, bigger than Tottenham, it's bigger than AC Milan and Inter Milan, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. You could say Bayern Munich. You know, they were the first team to win the European Cup. They are the first and only team in the history of the European Cup / Champions League to win 5 in a row. You know, you're making out that Real Madrid is a small club. It's the biggest club in the world. If Real Madrid offer you money, you're taking the money. Liverpool can't match the same offer as Real Madrid, so he's going. Face the facts.
And he loses his legendary status. He loses being Liverpool's record appearance holder potentially in the Premier.
Nobody fucking cares. No one cares about the appearance records. Who cares? It's all about trophies, man. Trophies.
Premier League era. He loses the Liverpool captaincy. He loses.
He's not good. He's not the fucking captain. This is the worst. Oh my god, man. Oh my days.
I'm baffled. I'm truly baffled. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next.
Fuck this, man. This is what a load of shit. What a load of shit. 1 hour 39 minutes of crap. I'm doing it. So, you know, I was planning to do it like on an audio, but I think I just like, fuck it, let's do a StreamYard of it and react to this motherfucker. I'm not gonna, you know, he talks shit out of his own ass. You know, like Trenton's leaving. No matter what, he's gonna be a Liverpool legend anyway. You know, he's gonna be Real Madrid legend, depending if they're gonna win trophies or not. That's it. That's in the future. But this guy supports Chelsea, so it's okay for like I said, Hazard and Rudiger and Courtois leaving Chelsea from going to Real Madrid from Chelsea, but other clubs, they're dubbed as traitors. No, they're not traitors. It's the biggest club in the planet. You gotta face the facts. You know, they're not rich, not that rich. Real Madrid's the richest club on the planet, much richer. Been around for 100 years, 113 years. 113 years. One more league titles than not one more league titles. One more European Cups than any team in Europe. I think they are the creators. You know, like you could say they are the creators. You know, like they are the creators, the founding clubs of the European Cup. People don't know that. So anyway, so hope you enjoyed this stream, folks, and yeah, I might do an update video on the channel. What I'm going to do on this channel pretty damn soon before going into next season. That will be later on in the week, so stay tuned with that, man. So subscribe to this channel, Central Man Sports, and also subscribe to my main channel for Central Man Network for more wrestling videos and more. And for this is going to be football and probably other sports. So anyway, folks, I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.